Mr. Moderator, heartiest congratulations on your newly elected position. On behalf of our youth, I am expressing our willingness to work in unity with you. We are indeed proud. Mr. Moderator, General Secretary, chairs of councils, RGDSs, ministers, lay pastors, other delegates of the Synod, warmest greetings to you all. I am Vanessa Blissett, current synodical president of the United Church Young People's Fellowship.
Good day, brothers and sisters. I am Kadre Jones, the synodical vice president, and I am happy to be here.
The youths across our 4 regions met on Tuesday, and I must say that it was a very enriching and beneficial session.
I agree. As youths, we believe that we are a vital contributor to our church, and like the bamboo, we shall indeed remain
strong and resilient, especially in stressful situations.
Rooted, resilient,
responding in HOPE,
health, opportunity, peace, evangelism.
Meeting, leading, inspiring in a Christ-like knowledge.
If we do this because of Christ's sacrifice, we can live in victory and have the liberty to worship.
If you speak about it, be about it.
Youth ministry and youth leadership is something that is vital to UCYPF.
It is our responsibility to stir people to action through evangelism, advocacy, and personal conduct.
Begun to click.
Do you see the vision? Let's go on a journey. We have the capability to improve youth ministry. We have the hearts of lions as we pursue our vision for the next 2 years.
Within the next 2 years, the hearts of lions should be big and helpful. We should be empowered for leadership within youth ministry, and we should be engaged in vibrant youth ministry. We should be a young people passionate for God, living exemplary lives, growing in knowledge of Him and His ways while serving. We would love to see a ministry with mentors for youths so that bonds can be built, because youths do not only want to grow spiritually, but also through guidance with our future, including our professional paths. We would love to have youth ministers and also to represent our church with the help of others. We want to be stronger in numbers, in spirit, and in evangelism. We would love in the next 2 years to be able to reach more persons, encourage participation, properly groom future leaders, and have a stronger presence while helping other youths in their difficult times and helping them to get closer to God. We need full maturity in faith while creating a great impact on youths in our communities. And all in all, we should be youths reaching youths, not only those who have not accepted Christ, but also inclusive of Christians who are also on a journey, and not just impacting those in the UCJCI, but also traveling out and ministering to other people.
Our intent will be obvious in the strategies employed by our youth for us to be engaged in all ministries.
Many strategies are already in place, but need to be revisited. We need to take advantage of the technology that we have access to, continue to have trainings and mentorship programs, work with other ministries on special projects, and become more interconnected as youths, so that irrespective of location, whether it be by country or rural/urban, there is no division among us. Youths can express their talents through performing arts, just like we do now through Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and the many ones to come. We can continue to send out daily devotionals through WhatsApp groups and other platforms.
We are conscious of UCJCI's vision and what our contribution is to that vision.
Do you know the vision?
Then Namos, touching lives, nurturing disciples, seeking transformation through Christ.
It's unfortunate that some of our youths believe that they are afterthoughts, as only sometimes, many times, a few times, they are seen as the glue. They do not feel as though they are fruitful, and so we as youths and the wider church need to encourage persons to continuously walk in the light and continue to encourage and look at the work that others are doing so that we can holistically together bring about change, whether it be something as simple as just us changing how our services are conducted, because sometimes we have to break the normal that we are used to in order for our input to be maximized. A lot of our youths see ourselves as fundraisers, persons who are consistent and committed to using our gifts and talents. Sometimes we work together, other times we work alone, but we have to acknowledge that we are all a part of one body, and together we can reach out to other youths and persons so that we can touch lives, nurture disciples, and transform. Whilst there are some youths who are aware of the church's vision and plans, there are some who are not. And it is important that awareness and education is pushed so that we can have all youths embracing the objectives and programs of the United Church in order to build and bolster our ministries. Being present and involved in youth ministry by finding opportunities to serve other youth through evangelism, discipleship, mentorship, teaching, and training is important. But it doesn't stop at just helping youths. We can also help the seniors, elders, and sick and shut-ins at our church, while staying relevant to young persons by understanding not only our peers, but those who are in authority of us. Sometimes we need more training, but not just training, but training in a creative and open way where we can openly contribute to the church's visions, whether it be through supporting Synod programs, being committed and reliable, finding other creative ways and opportunities to serve, and also just knowing more about the mandate and history of UCJCI so that we can teach others and also grow spiritually. Helping out through outreach is also very vital to the church's vision, and assisting in the technicalities of church, whether it be serving on the multimedia team, making a flyer, participating in online services.
So, members of the Synod, we have a question for you. But even though we basically have finished spelling click, I just,
Man, don't be afraid, man. Let no one look down on you because you are young, sis.
Andre, you asked, sometimes as president, I need a little strength too.
Are you keen on how you, the wider church, can help us to get to where we need to be?
Yeah, like, what opportunities and mechanisms are in place to foster and nourish our spiritual growth?
Youth advisors or ministers are in place as spiritual role models to assist in the spiritual growth of our youth. The lay pastor training is also a good opportunity for spiritual growth. Weekly structured youth meetings are planned and designed to meet the spiritual needs of our youths through Bible study, praise and worship, prayer meetings, various spiritual games, and talent display, among many others. Many of our youths want to be supported emotionally, mentally, financially, and just by getting access to a few life skills trainings. They want to be able to understand things from their own perspective and be able to express it without being shunned. Youth camps, youth convention, youth evangelism, youth retreats, weekly youth services are all put in place for spiritual growth and development of the youth, especially in the COVID-19 time. There are a lot of resources online that can help us to strengthen our faith. Using the audio Bible, we have online communities where Christians can pray and encourage each other, movies, books, music, among many other opportunities through congregational youth ministries as well as through regional and national bodies. We would love assistance with executing training, whether it be to share a word, offer drinks, print some programs. It doesn't have to be something that is seemingly big. Mere encouragement and support should be prioritized, like it is in some cases. The youths have voiced that they want certain things to be standardized, like having a pulpit exchange for youths, having mentorship programs, see new converts as their own responsibility and not just the responsibility of a minister or a pastor.
We're not done yet.
Right, because
Big respect to you, CJCI. Thanks for your concern for our youth's life. A beer things are going in on the earth more while we have to say if a dirt's a dirt, but that's another vision for our life. So we not follow the one them. When I ask Christ, we are cling to his word and salvation, but we have some things we not to understand. So here we Synod 2021 make we deal with the real issues that and make we start fi address some things where affect our righteous living. So we want to know what the church really stand when it comes to violence against women. Yes, on Thursdays we wear black for standing solidarity against these attacks. But what else can we do before the issue affects someone close to you? How do we start the campaign or the protest? Who do we partner with on these projects to protect our women and girls from the evils with them are facing at the world? And on the issue of rape, we not stop cause headache could do we teach our boys and girls to talk about the things that are happening in the dark and even in the light right in front of our eyes. So we teach our young people to be wise, and when them realize the signs, who would them for talk to? Cause we want to protect our children and their virtue. Enough things are going enough things are come to light in this age of liberation and freedom of speech, inclusivity and right. Sometimes it's hard for preach. Cause one other situation is how the church really feel about abortions. We understand pro-life and pro-choice, but what happened in a situations where the pregnancy never in the plan, like rape or molestation, when the mother life at risk? How we deal with these ones? And if Them already do the act as a church. Do we turn them back? Or is it that them not get the same grace? How do we rekindle them in the faith? And it's not just the girls. What about the young men? How do we stop these children from having children? What more can we do for our youth for transformation through Christ? For bear good fruits. What about the drugs and the drinking under influence, the scamming and taking money under false pretense, the raving, the reveling, the things of our youth? How do we help ours to stick to the truth, not to mention the perversion of shows and songs? If you know see some sex, then something gone wrong, right? You know, purity it hard for you achieve. Oh, we fi manage. Oh no, help we please. And on the issue of being inclusive, oh, we address the convo of same-sex marriage. Now we know the Bible say, we know say it wrong, but what go on when it pop up in our congregation? We know right you know them attacking Naki a man. Some ministers, what is the plan? Society has become so liberal and everybody wants to be equal, but as youths, we are person in Christ, but we need advice to navigate these times. Make we start off the hard conversation, no please. Sometimes we don't know what we believe. Everybody have a story and a suggestion, but a facts we are look. Scriptural reference and revelation. Enough of what go on in the world. Young people want hear from our church who want know how to stand up and fight this war in a time when sometimes God seems so far. So many issues, so much to unpack. So please hear we cry, help we firm like a rock. So Synod 2021, I hope you hear we clear. We are try for click, but we need you dear to address the issues what we have faced and extend to us some amazing grace. Violence against women, rape, abortion, teenage pregnancy, same-sex union, just a few other topics on our mind. UCJCI, thank you for your time.
Mr. Moderator, fellow delegates of Synod, I am one of the synodical advisors for our young people. They have spoken, and I encourage you to keep up with their good work on all of their social media platforms at UCYPF on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to their YouTube channel. There you'll see a number of their works, including their theme launch, Youths Let's Click, their Wear Your Mask campaign, TGIF, Thank God It's February, their Lenten Clergy Reflection, their Easter Reflection, He is Not Here, He is Risen. Thank you.